In eggs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old-fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with Taco Night on Mondays or Whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Put lawn irrigation on automatic. Think Judson Irrigation for worry-free service to Lincoln homeowners and business community. Judson Irrigation will turn on your sprinkler system in the spring, repair or redesign as needed, and turn it off in the fall. For service to orphan sprinklers, remember Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere sprayer during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Leverage the industry's latest technology with See & Spray to target weeds in season in corn and soybeans and use less herbicide per acre. Utilize Exact Apply to save in chemical usage and prevent over-application. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Contact your local Landmark location for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
All right, it's time for Final Jeopardy. It's been a tight contest today that all comes down to this final question. No summer picnic or family get-together or trip to the lake is complete without this particular item. Let's go first to Bob.
What is beer?
No, that's not it. Think about the kids. Over to you, Farley.
What is corn on the cob?
Tough to grill that on a boat. Wrong again. Grace, this time for the win.
What is Bure's cheese spread?
We have a winner! Bure's cheese spread, available in most local grocers in Nebraska.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Be a memory for your grandchildren. Among Nebraska adults age 65 or older, 47% report current alcohol use. Drinking too much can cause harm to children, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, you will still be around for your grandchildren. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0. And bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches
college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're live.
Hey,
We are on.
Welcome in.
We are here.
yes, we are.
We had to have that. We were having a conversation right up to the end of the music starting.
Yeah. Very interesting conversation. What is also interesting, guys, is I'm glad it's back to routine. What about you guys, man? Are you, first of all, hope all's well down in H-Town. Raff, all's well there in Bama. That Nick said he had no idea that you were leaving again. Nevertheless,
it's kind of crazy. I wasn't going to come on here and say
Nick don't respond to my text messages no more. So I've decided I'm boycotting Nick.
Which text message did I not respond to?
All the ones I texted you. It's like 10,000 of them.
He said 10,000 of them.
Oh, that gets to be a little annoying after a while if it's that many. Your last text to me was on June 28th.
Oh,
what did it say?
Very nice. Nice work, Nick Sainert.
Yeah, look at that. I was complimenting you.
That is all. Yeah, after I made you a little bunny.
Wow.
You're the best.
Wow.
But I didn't think that was necessary to reply to. I'm going to be honest. I thought, okay, I don't need to reply to that piece. Okay. But it's okay. It's okay, Raff, that you didn't tell me. I just thought that you would be in town for maybe a couple more, more than just 2 days.
I know. It was quick. Hey, I do have a quick question for AD though. Are you sore today?
Sore.
Well, I heard that all of Nebraska or all of Lincoln yesterday came to watch you play basketball. You returned back to the hard tops and got all the crowd. Did you hear about that yesterday?
Oh, that thing at South Street. That
I thought you were playing yesterday, so I thought that's why all the people were there.
Nah, bro. That was a weird. I'd never heard of the guy before. His name is Cal something.
Like Cam something.
Cam Wilder or something.
Something like that. AG, what he's talking about is the South Street basketball courts. Remember South Street basketball courts?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So apparently there is a online influencer, YouTuber, and I guess it was all set up just through social media. Hey, I'm coming to play basketball at this court, and there ended up being, I think they said thousands. His name's Cam Wilder is what his name is. He played ball at Midland. He's got like over 1 million followers or something like that on social media platforms. And they call it a park takeover. And it drew an estimated 1,000 people that came there. And I guess it ended up getting broken up. There ended up being some scuffles or something like that. But yeah, I guess there was over like 1,000 people at South Street basketball court. And it was, if you go to Journal Star or if you even go to X and type in the guy's name, again, his name is Cam Wilder, C-A-M Wilder, C-A-M Wilder. But it's called a park takeover. And yeah, I like I said, I never heard of him. I never heard of park takeovers. It was mostly junior high school, younger folks, but over 1,000 people there. If some of our listeners live near the area, let us know what you thought. But I'm looking at the pictures, man. It looked like Rucker Park in New York on here, man.
Well, I mean,
I thought AD was returning back to basketball. I was like,
man, he ain't shot a basketball in decades.
Well, it was crazy just because like people were climbing up fences and sitting on the top of the fences and stuff like that. I mean, I think there were safety concerns, people just crossing streets of traffic and things like that as well. So it's a cool scenario. Just got to make sure it's got to be safe, I guess.
Right.
So
she's got influence to draw that many people out to a basketball outdoor park. AG, what'd you do for the 4th, my man?
Oh man, we I say we went out there was actually some restaurants open, so I didn't queue it up. I had somebody else queue it up for me. Grab some grub out of a local restaurant here. And then our neighborhood, I say they got whole neighborhoods, they call them, down in Houston, where it basically has like everything the family needs. It has the elementary school, it has a middle school, it has a water park or a swimming pool, things of that nature. And so with that being all inclusive of living in a neighborhood, they also had a fireworks display for about 15 minutes. And it was one of those, I'll say it was on the level of if you're at a stadium, if you're at Memorial Stadium or Houston, Reliance Stadium, it was that level of enjoyment of fireworks going on for the kids and the family. So that's what we did on 4th of July. Had a good day.
So it's big time pyrotechnics what they did then.
What's that?
So it's big time fireworks show, pyrotechnics and all that stuff.
Yeah, and it's Texas. So 4th of July went all the way to about Saturday, I think. Saturday night.
We ain't done yet.
Here in Texas. Oh man. They take it to a whole new level. New Year's didn't end until about the middle of February.
Man.
They were going, we were like, they still firing? Letting off fireworks? I was like, New Year's ended a month ago. Like, whoa, what's up? Oh, man.
Folks, we're going to take a quick break. Raff, want to see what you got into. Nick, myself as well. We got a lot of sports to discuss with you folks. Potentially new defense backs coach at Nebraska. All points to that direction right now. Also, some Husker news. NBA as well. It's Monday. It's routine. It is right back with you. 937 Take it. We'll be right back.
Take your internet service to new levels with Allo, your award-winning internet provider across our fiber hoods. Allo isn't just about the fastest internet available. It's about connecting you to your world, work, and play seamlessly. Our award-winning service ensures affordable, secure, and reliable connectivity, setting us apart. Ready to transform your internet experience? Experience the fiber difference today. Sign up now at allofiber.com. Allo, connecting your world.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Do you need your event or venue secured? Call Tank Security Team. Tank Security Team is Lincoln's #1 non-lethal security company. Tank Security Team offers first-class security with efficient and quicker response times. Hire Tank Security Team. No hassle, no headaches. Call Tank at 402-310-3589 and get secured today.
Right now at Planet Fitness, you can get everything you need for just $1 down. And I mean everything. Top-tier equipment? Check. 24-hour access? You bet. Free fitness training? Always. Workouts in the free PF app? What'd I tell you? Even super friendly team members.
Hey, welcome to Planet Fitness.
Oh, hey. I was just mentioning you.
Hey.
Join Planet Fitness today and get everything you need for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Thursday, July 18th. See Home Club for details.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere sprayer during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Leverage the industry's latest technology with See & Spray to target weeds in season in corn and soybeans and use less herbicide per acre. Utilize Exact Apply to save in chemical usage and prevent over-application. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Contact your local Landmark location for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
Ready to add a dash of Southern flavor to your week? At Wings and Rings, their brand new Southern fried wings have arrived for a limited time. Indulge in the irresistible goodness of large, traditional bone-in wings coated in a crispy beer batter and fried to perfection. Try them with hot honey or any other sauces. And for those busy summer days coming up, look no further than their Southern Fried Wings Family Bundle. Wings and Rings, 2 Lincoln locations on O Street or Village Lane. Prodigy Baseball Academy, Lincoln's premier baseball program, is excited to partner with the #1 national youth and high school program to offer a larger player development program with a national network for tournaments and recruiting. Prodigy Baseball has been nominated several years by the Lincoln Choice Awards for outstanding dedication to youth baseball. Come see the USA Prime Prodigy difference. For a full listing of tryouts and to learn more about USA Prime Prodigy, check them out on Facebook at Lincoln Prodigy Baseball or at lincolnprodigybaseball.com. USA Prime Prodigy is excited to announce the tryouts for the upcoming season. Prodigy Baseball is where players in Lincoln go to receive player development, a competitive tournament schedule, and incredible family atmosphere. USA Prime Prodigy will be hosting tryouts July 14th through the 16th at 6 p.m. at Optimus Sports Complex for ages 7 to 14. Jalen Wordley, Caleb Clark, and Mason McConaughey from Husker Baseball will be there to sign autographs and talk to the youth. Tryouts start on July 14th at 6 p.m. Learn more at lincolnprodigybaseball.com.
This is Bree Fansteel, local race car driver. Join me and James Rowland every Sunday at 7 p.m. for The Finish Line, where we discuss off-road, on-road, and sometimes next-to-the-road racing on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
Put lawn irrigation on automatic. Think Judson Irrigation for worry-free service to Lincoln homeowners and business community. Judson Irrigation will turn on your sprinkler system in the spring, repair or redesign as needed, and turn it off in the fall. For service to orphan sprinklers, remember Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back, folks. It is Monday. Back to the grind. Back to some normalcy, Nick. I was telling Nick, man, that I need about another night of good sleep, man. I don't know about y'all, but I need about another night of good sleep, man, just to get back in my routine, man. I was telling Nick, there is going to be a workout that takes place today. I've not hit the gym since last Wednesday, and I'm like, I'm feeling it.
Me too. It's been since last Wednesday.
Last Wednesday?
No. Last Wednesday in February of 2022.
Is that you, Nick? You talking about yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, bro. You gotta get back going, dog. You gotta get back going.
Well, here's the thing, guys. I went down a shirt size. I don't know why. I don't know how. I was shopping over the weekend, and even the one I'm wearing right now, it's baggy. So I don't know what's going on. No longer big swim. Maybe just swim now.
Maybe just swim.
Swim. No longer big.
Well, you're still at that young age where your metabolism is just naturally fast. So there you go.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's summer, I guess. I played a lot of pool volleyball over the last couple of days.
There you go. So you were busy.
Yeah, I truly believe that if pool volleyball was an Olympic sport, you're looking at somebody here.
Okay. the question is, can you tread water very well?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that water gets treaded.
He's called Big Swim. He's tread water.
I'm called Swim, not Big Swim anymore, Raff. Come on. We have
just swim.
Swim. Just swim.
Just swim.
Just swim.
Rafferty, what were things like there in Seward, man? They call it what do they call it? July. What do they call that? They're kind of what's that?
4th of July City, I think.
4th of July City. Yeah.
Dope.
How were things in Seward?
Yeah, it was all right. Nothing too wild or crazy. You had Jack Russell hosting his big party across the street from where we were at. So I got to see Jack for a little bit.
Nice.
And then back to Lincoln it was, over to my friends, the Burlingtons, and then over to some Davis household, and I got to see the Davis family. So that was always cool to see your brothers.
Absolutely. Family from out of town as well. I had a nephew in from Rapid City. Mason was in. My niece from New York and her daughter were in. That was the first time I met my great niece because she was about a year and a half. Actually, she's about 2 years old now. So it was good to meet her. And so yeah, it was a good 4th of July, man. But I'm ready. I'm ready to get back to, man. I'm just ready for normalcy.
Yeah.
Ready for normalcy again.
Yeah.
You guys, speaking of the 4th of July, quick fact numbers before we hop into some Husker sports. $9.4 billion is the amount Americans spend on the 4th of July. That's in food, y'all. Spent on food the 4th of July. 154 million is the number of hot dogs eaten each 4th of July.
Ooh.
4 billion planned to spare on beer and wine. 2.7 billion estimated spent on fireworks, and that was in 2023.
Yeah.
73% of those firework injuries occur within a month of July 4th of the injuries. And I guess there was some bad ones here in town. From what I
Was there,
understand.
right?
Oh, man.
Bad ones here in town, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, I had to take shelter after an artillery shell tipped over. We even put the bricks. It just exploded low in the air. So it shot out of the tube like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
It just blew up way sooner.
Yeah.
Than it's supposed to.
Yeah.
So it was a little nerve wracking, but we're good. We're good. Got the fingers, got the toes.
I'm
not
chilling.
Yeah.
Last
I'm
number.
still able to play pool volleyball the next day. even with 4 or 3 fingers, I'd still be able to spike.
Well, I'm glad you had all 5 digits on
Yeah. We good. Yeah.
The last number is 70.9 million number of people who travel 50 plus miles from home. Raff, you being one of those, man.
Yeah.
4th of July.
My daughter, she drove down from Dallas. So
yes. And you went to Dallas, AG?
No, my daughter drove down.
Dallas.
One of my daughters drove down, and like I said, it was us 3 hanging out for the weekend. Weather was good until today.
I was gonna say, G, everything okay down there?
Yeah, I was waiting till like to the top of the hour to say a message, but then it stopped. So we've been hurricane. We're like right on the edge of a hurricane that just came through the Gulf of Mexico, and we're sitting at 75 and heavy rain, but the wind died down a lot in the last 45 minutes. So I'm like, an hour ago, I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do this because the power was jumping on and off for every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm going to have to hit them back. But I was like, let me wait till 8 o'clock. And then sure enough, about 7:45, everything kind of died down. So now I got consistent internet and consistent power in the house.
Imagine not being able to do a show because of hurricanes.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's a good excuse.
It is. Oh, it's an excuse. Was it actually windy? Was it actually windy?
Oh no.
Yeah, good reason. I'll say good reason. I won't say excuse. I'll say good reason.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, Joe B is listening from Joe B. Good to see you, man. He's in Thrill Lake in Minnesota. That's a beautiful picture, Joe B. Wow. He's on his boat. Got his rod out there. You guys check the text line. Joe B, get some fish.
That water is still.
It is beautiful out there.
Not a wave or a white cap in sight.
Yeah.
Joe B, text us in what type of fish you're probably going to catch out there as we hop onto this next seg. You guys, big news for Nebraska baseball. Actually, I can't say big. It is big news for an individual accolade. Senior Brett Sears was named second team academic All-American by College Sports Communicators. That was on Tuesday of last week. We've been gone for 5 days, of course. He is the first Husker baseball player to be an academic All-American since 2016, and the first Husker fellas to be an All-American and academic All-American the same season since Aaron Marston did it in 2003. Nick, a guy like Brett Sears coming back, and just kind of a quick capsule. You know, you guys first one to be both since 2003. It's a long time, 21 years ago.
They're going to have to figure out a way to replace him. They're going to have to figure out a way to. They need a. So I mean, another year where Nebraska's Friday starter moves on, and that's fine. Mason McConaughey, I would say, also was 7-3 this year. Had a really nice year, 7-3 overall, a sub-4 earned run average. Quietly had a really, really nice year as their second day guy. And I would say quietly because Brett Sears was so good and so dominant on the mound that everybody talked about him and kind of forgot how well Mason McConaughey was throwing. So he's more I would say more than, going to be probably sliding into that Friday role. Now it's who's going to fill in on Saturday, because Nebraska's Sunday situation this season was kind of up in the air and was hit or miss. And then you got to find an arm for Sunday. So, or multiple arms that you feel good about. Drew Christo's a guy that Nebraska could potentially turn to. He's been in the program for a couple of years out of Elkhorn High School. So you got a couple of different options. But yeah, no, I mean, Brett Sears, incredible year. And you hope that, Mason McConaughey, Nebraska's done a really nice job of finding substantial starters. Unfortunately, when they get them, and this is the case a lot of times in the Big Ten Conference, is you don't have a lot of years with them left. Right. So Brett Sears breaks on, comes on, transfers in, and then bursts onto the scene. He was actually a relief pitcher in 2023. They transformed him to a starter. He was previously a starter in his career, came to Nebraska, was kind of out of the bullpen, and moved to a starter role in 2024, or back to a starter role. And Nebraska, though, they've had good history and luck with guys out of the portal, right? You think back to like Jace Kaminska, and you think back to Chance Roach and other guys on various teams from the last couple of years. Now they're going to have to do it again with a couple arms.
Okay, Freeoff. If you guys,
I know, that's crazy.
If that is real, that is insane. David Freeoff sends a picture of his buddy who blew his fingers off last year. My stomach got weak looking at that one, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that is nuts right there. Raff and AG, let me ask you guys this, man. What do you think Nebraska's? What's the projections for them at baseball next year? What do you think? All you guys, what do you think?
They're gonna definitely be competitive. What they did this year between what Brett did and the other pitchers and the hitting did to get them into to the College World Series and win the Big Ten. Where they were so many games out of winning and was a question mark, 2 question marks of like, are they going to win the Big Ten or not? And they did. And so having that momentum from that can build into the offseason and then carry over into the regular season for next year. Because I know as a coach, you definitely want that momentum, because then it motivates the players that are on the roster. Then any players that are coming in from high school level also gets them excited to play.
I think you have to be host regional. I mean, that's got to be number one on the list, host regional, because to give you the best opportunity to try and make a run to Omaha, I think you have to host regional that first weekend and try to get yourself to a best of 3 series.
And you know how you do those, Nick, in my opinion?
Win the midweek games.
Yes. That was our boogaboo all year long.
That was Nick saying right at the beginning of the start of baseball.
For 2 years.
It's been 2 years. It's been a thing for 2 years. 2 years. Nebraska, I think, and that starts with some of the arms, right? Like Nebraska's pitching and things like that, they just haven't been consistent enough outside of like a Friday and a Saturday guy, which is important, sure, but you need to be able to knock off teams that don't have the greatest RPIs and rankings in the country. I don't know, guys. I think I've been going back and forth as I was thinking, because I struggle to balance what should be the expectation in year 4, I believe we're going into with Will Bolt, year 3 or year 5 potentially. Next year, yeah, we'll be going into year 5, year 4 of full seasons. I struggle balancing the expectations of what it should be for where Nebraska's at geographically, in what conference they're in, and what the coaches want the expectation to be. Because outwardly, Will Bolt's very vocal about we need to host a regional. Realistically, it's going to take a lot of work, not only from Nebraska, but it needs to be the perfect type of college baseball season for Nebraska baseball to be able to host a regional. They need to win games, sure, but even winning 40 games in the Big Ten Conference will sometimes not make even get you in the tournament. It happened to Rutgers a couple of years ago. They won 40 some games and they missed the NCAA regionals. So I would say the best comparison here, remember that Mike Riley team in, I think it was 2016 that started 7-0, and we all kind of felt like, okay, I know it's probably a little bit of a fraudulent 7-0. It's 7-0 nonetheless.
Right, 7-0 still.
But they didn't play the best teams. College football was kind of down that year, and Nebraska found their way into the top 10 rankings before getting obliterated by Ohio State.
Yeah, then the wheels fell off.
And the wheels fell off. That's what I would compare what kind of Nebraska baseball needs. And what I mean by that is they need college baseball like teams in the SEC, teams in the Big 12 and ACC to have down years. So that way they're out of the rankings, and Nebraska needs to be able to be firing on all cylinders at that exact moment. They need to be winning midweek games. They need to be winning weekend series, and they need to be doing it in a pretty sexy fashion. I think that goes for any team in the Midwest or in the Big Ten Conference.
Yeah, and you bring that up, Nick, and then if an idea pops in my brain, or not an idea, but kind of a question is, can the coaching staff for Nebraska baseball schedule out like playing against SEC, ACC teams? Because then they make that strength of schedule a little bit more difficult before you go into tournament play and into the CWS play.
That's all. Those are all things that go on right now.
Oh, okay.
Those are all things.
I would.
And what I mean by that is Nebraska's. This is what was unfortunate about Nebraska's down year after 2021 was they come back, they make the regional in 21. They miss it in 22 and 23, but then they make it in 24. Nebraska is probably one of the more attractive games for those bigger programs from out of the Big Ten Conference. They're also willing to travel to anywhere to play, right? Whether it's Arizona, whether it's Texas, San Diego in the start of 2023, whatever it may be, they're willing to travel. Some other schools in colder climates aren't willing to travel. They'll say, yeah, we'll come down here for a 4-game set, but Nebraska will say, okay, we'll come down here for a nationally recognized tournament. So it's a little bit different. I think also Nebraska needs to win games in 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024 to be attractive enough for Vanderbilt and for Oregon State and Texas to say, yeah, you know what? In 2026, you guys have a good enough trajectory that we feel comfortable playing you guys. Because when you're those schools in the SEC or ACC or even Big 12, you have the pick of the litter. The weather's good in February, the weather's fine in March, and the weather's hot the other 3 months of the season. You can have anybody you want come to you because you know that in your heart that it's more of a benefit for the team that's coming to your home place. So when Nebraska goes down to Texas or Texas A&M, if they lose, it hurts their RPI, so it's a gamble for them, but they know Nebraska would love to come down because it would boost Nebraska's RPI. Even sometimes losses against Texas A&M or those types of schools could boost a Big Ten school's RPI later in the season. Plus, it makes that school more recognizable and notable. So that was what was unfortunate. I think we'd be in a much different spot as a Nebraska baseball program if Nebraska could have made one of those 2 regionals in 22 or 23. They had draft picks. They had a lot of talent on those teams, just unable to put it together because then when you talk about the schedule, Nebraska's always going to be able to schedule, hey, let's go down to a tournament down at Texas Ranger Stadium and play 3 Big 12 schools. But it means, I think, a little bit more also when you're able to go to Florida State and say, yep, let's play a 3-game series against Florida State. They wanted us specifically. It's not just us kind of being invited by a tournament committee. It's a little bit different. And those are easy ways to boost your RPI, but you got to win in these years like today. So that way in 2027, you can get scheduled against these teams. So it's a lot of a process through that scheduling conversation.
Yeah. So goals are set. There you go.
Goals are set. And you know what, guys, I'll say this as we wrap this part of it up. I think there's a lot from the players that'll be back on that roster. They got a taste in their mouth because let's remember they are the Big Ten champions. They did win the Big Ten championship. But it shows you, okay, that was just a taste. We want to actually be able to play there at Schwab Field at home, basically.
Yeah.
All right. A place that we didn't take care of business in the regular season against Creighton, and so forth. So I think it left a bad taste in the mouth. Of course, you win the Big Ten championship. At the same time, it's like, is that it now?
This is the perfect example of what a texter said. And this is a great example before we get to break, guys. Unnamed texter chimes in, says, Nebraska definitely has more respect in polls than any other Midwest school. You could throw in Big Ten school too. We were just ranked this season without sweeping midweek games. Yes, Nebraska was ranked. I think it's important, though, also to understand at what juncture of the season you were ranked. Nebraska was ranked first week of April before the bulk of conference schedules had really started. So Nebraska hadn't had a chance to lose games against bad Big Ten RPI baseball teams. They were coming off of a 4-game set against Grand Canyon. They were coming off of a set. There was a lot of non-con, and then through the conference games that they did play, they didn't lose many of them. And so, yes, you're right. Also, early on in the season, Nebraska was winning like against North Dakota State in the midweek 3-1. Like they were taking care of business earlier in the season. It was towards the end of the season where they really had bugaboos and problems with it. So, and then once you saw it is, Nebraska then goes out. They were ranked going into that first Creighton game. I want to say it was on April 1st or something like that. Between two 20-win programs, and Nebraska completely fell apart. And that was kind of where all their midweek woes started.
Yeah, and that's where from the mindset that the coaches could focus on is working on that season endurance, coming to those late match games where to make sure they just as competitive in the early part of the season too at the end. And so that could be more goals to add to that list, basically.
Well, I tell you what, folks, they definitely have some huge goals for next year. Again, folks, Brett Sears named Academic All-American and All-American team, the first one since 2003, Aaron Marston. When we come back, folks, on this Monday, routine Monday, get back in the groove Monday, manic Monday, whatever you want to call it. We got history coming up. You got AG in Houston. Got Raff there holding it down in Bama. Me and Nick here at the mothership. We're right back. 93 cents a ticket.
Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on Tuesdays for Top Shelf Tuesday and enjoy 50% off select spirits. Cigars Lounge offers Perdomo, San Cristobal, Rock Patel, and more of the top stogie brands that you know and love. But that's not all. If you mention this ad between noon and 5 p.m., you'll receive 15% off your entire tab just by mentioning the ticket. Check out Cigars Lounge today at 8th and Q in the Haymarket. At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through July 14th, enjoy USDA Choice 6-ounce bacon wrap tenderloin for $8.99. Fairway's 16-ounce packs of hickory smoked bacon for $3.99 per pack, with a limit of 4, fresh salmon for $9.88 per pound, and 24 packs of Michelob Ultra for just $16.99. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Ready to add a dash of Southern flavor to your week? At Wings and Rings, their brand new Southern fried wings have arrived for a limited time. Indulge in the irresistible goodness of large, traditional bone-in wings coated in a crispy beer batter and fried to perfection. Try them with hot honey or any other sauces. And for those busy summer days coming up, look no further than their Southern Fried Wings Family Bundle. Wings and Rings, 2 Lincoln locations on O Street or Village Lane.
This is Bree Fansteel, local race car driver. Join me and James Rowland every Sunday at 7 p.m. for The Finish Line, where we discuss off-road, on-road, and sometimes next-to-the-road racing on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Do you need your event or venue secured? Call Tank Security Team. Tank Security Team is Lincoln's #1 non-lethal security company. Tank Security Team offers first-class security with efficient and quicker response times. Hire Tank Security Team. No hassle, no headaches. Call Tank at 402-310-3589 and get secured today.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Be a memory for your grandchildren. Among Nebraska adults age 65 or older, 47% report current alcohol use. Drinking too much can cause harm to children, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, you will still be around for your grandchildren. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
All right, it's time for Final Jeopardy. It's been a tight contest today that all comes down to this final question. No summer picnic or family get-together or trip to the lake is complete without this particular item. Let's go first to Bob.
What is beer?
No, that's not it. Think about the kids. Over to you, Farley.
What is corn on the cob?
Tough to grill that on a boat. Wrong again. Grace, this time for the win.
What is Bure's cheese spread?
We have a winner! Bure's cheese spread, available in most local grocers in Nebraska.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Take your internet service to new levels with Allo, your award-winning internet provider across our fiber hoods. Allo isn't just about the fastest internet available. It's about connecting you to your world, work, and play seamlessly. Our award-winning service ensures affordable, secure, and reliable connectivity, setting us apart. Ready to transform your internet experience? Experience the fiber difference today. Sign up now at allofiber.com. Allo, connecting your world.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Now back to the drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back. It is Monday. Raff, who's it by, my man?
All right, we are proudly sponsored by Doors Plus. If your garage door needs maintenance or you need an entirely new garage door, give Cameron Hahn and his team a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus is locally owned and handles everything from residential or commercial garage doors, garage door openers, safety tune-ups, or custom design. Visit DoorsPlusLLC.com to learn more. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Sam Stetcher, this is in from Sam Stetcher, sent me a text message in. Sam, what's happening, brother? Sam says, the Revolutionary War cost 4,044 lives during the 30 years from 1900 to 1930. Fireworks killed 4,290 Americans. Roughly 6,000 were listed as injured in the Revolutionary War. 96,000 were injured by fireworks in the same 30-year period. The point being, more lives have been lost and injuries sustained celebrating American independence than fighting the war for independence.
That's crazy.
Oh man, that is a morbid stat right there. Oh my goodness.
Sam, I appreciate you kicking that in, and you being a former educator, I know you researched that, the validity, et cetera. That's a lot. That's a lot. Obviously, the picture the DF sent us this morning too was something. So those who may have sustained injuries, hoping and praying for a speedy recovery for you as well. Folks, in overall history, Wimbledon's women's tennis in 2000, Wimbledon's women's tennis, Venus Williams in 2000, that was 24 years ago, wins her first career Grand Slam singles title. She beats fellow American, this name I haven't heard in a long time, Lindsay Davenport.
Wow. Yeah, I remember that name.
Yeah. I haven't heard that in a long time, but 24 years ago, Venus Williams had her first career Grand Slam. Phyllis, what you got?
I got a couple birthdays here. I got he would have been celebrating his 92nd birthday, somewhere around there. 93rd birthday, sorry. Rune Arledge. He was the head executive for ABC Sports. He created Monday Night Football.
Oh wow.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. My second birthday, celebrating his 72nd birthday today. 72nd. The middle linebacker for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Jack Lambert.
Jack Lambert, man. Was it vampire? He had like no teeth in the middle.
Yeah, he had no teeth, bro.
Yeah.
That was I got to tell John Elway's story, of course, because Jack Lambert. So John Elway's first game, regular season game, was at Pittsburgh, and he said he got up behind center the very first snap, and he looked at Jack Lambert. Jack Lambert was spitting, and he had teeth missing, and he looked at Jack Lambert, and he goes, "Take all the money right now. I want to go back to college," because he said Jack Lambert was so fierce that day.
Yeah.
How about this trivia question for you guys? Where did Jack Lambert go to college?
Ooh.
No.
I'm thinking of Green.
Yep. 4-time Super Bowl champion.
Jack
I think
Lambert.
6-time All-Pro, potentially, if I remember correctly.
Somewhere around there.
Hall of Famer, obviously, like Raff said.
Yeah.
It is not a Power 5 school.
Yeah, I know that much. I know it wasn't a Power 5. It's a small school.
Jack Lambert.
It would be considered a small school. I can tell you the city that it's located in.
Ooh, yeah.
Portage County, Ohio.
Oh.
University of Ohio?
No. It has
that's an Athens.
It has a enrollment of 19,000 students per year.
Huh.
19,000 students.
Oh, Bowling Green.
No,
that's not Ohio.
it is the Golden Flashes of Kent
State.
Oh,
Kent State. The Golden Flashes of Kent State. Jack Lambert.
Can you imagine the linebackers in Ohio at that time? You had Jack Lambert at Kent State. You had Randy Gradishar at Ohio State. I mean, linebacker state right there.
Yeah.
LBU.
They make them
State.
fast and thick there. So.
You ain't lying, bro.
Andy Katzenmeyer during my time, thank God we didn't play them. Yeah, it would have been interesting. I'm not afraid of anybody, but it would have been some banging. Yeah.
So now AG, we're a week out from history being made. What do you got for us today?
Hey, I got some good stuff. So I'm not sure if I mentioned last week the Esports World Cup, but it has started last Wednesday for us here. So the Esports World Cup is an elite multi-game genre competition. It taking place over in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And this is the first time where there's going to be a champ in 21 game titles like Overwatch 2, CSGO 1 and 2. FIFA is the only sports game. There's no Madden, there's no 2K. So it just shows you internationally what sports games everybody is competing at on an international and professional level. So the biggest point that I mentioned here, between the 21 game titles, you have $60 million in prize pool, 500 teams competing, 1,500 of the best players in the world. So this pretty much is the Olympics, but it's going to happen from this time this year, all the way to next, it's going to happen year over year. So July 3rd to August 24th will take place every summer over in Riyadh, or it may rotate, I don't know, but over in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, the Esports World Cup going on right now. And we do have a champion, T1, which is the best League of Legends team in the world. And they have the one player I've mentioned to you guys a few times, Faker, who has been mentioned as the Michael Jordan of League of Legends, or the Michael Jordan of esports, of how many game titles he's been playing since he was 16 and won championships since the age of 16 with his team. So
wow,
there you go.
Well, the good news also, AG, is we're 1 week away from EA Sports College Football.
Facts. Yeah.
Have you gotten a chance to play any gameplay
of that game? No, I actually had it downloaded. Was downloading it, and I don't know. I gotta go check it again and see if it finished the beta that I was sent, beta code that I was sent. So gotta check it out. I'm not too much worried about it because I've been playing Madden, so I know not much is going to be different from Madden to transfer over to college football. So other than playbooks, learning plays, learning the cheese plays that can get you a quick score, either throwing a pass or a run play or anything like that. And then obviously working on my defense, making defense,
use a little work.
Did you download your beta code yet, Nick?
No, see, I have to actually wait. So I had to pay for the early release. I'm sure AG.
Hey man, I technically worked for them. Okay. So I should be able to get copies. Don't try to rub that in like it's some like privilege thing. No, I worked in the NFL. I played in college football, so I earned my copies. So slow your roll, bro.
Okay. My roll is slow. Anyway.
I love that's a good one right there. I like that one. My roll is slow. Okay.
Who do you got birthdays, Raff?
Oh, birthday? Well, I had those, but friend of the program celebrating his, I don't even know how old he is. Derek Bombeck today, birthday, friend of the program.
Oh, Derek. Yeah, with Lincoln City planning and events and everything.
Yep.
And then shout out to one of my daughters, Aaliyah. She will be 25.
Hello.
Today. So
nice. Happy birthday.
I know she's not up. She's in Arizona right now. So I know she's dead to the world sleeping right now.
Yeah.
They're about 2 hours behind us. She may be just waking up right now. Maybe just waking up.
Love it.
Hey, real fast on the text line. Big Slim, good morning to you. He goes, Big Slim had in Kent State.
He did have Kent State. Nice job, Big Slim.
Big Slim, great nickname.
What city was that in again, Nick?
It was Portage County, Ohio.
Portage County, Ohio.
So I know it because Kent State. I can't remember what city it is though. I don't feel like because I know I went to Kent State once because we went to the.
It is in Kent, Ohio.
Kent, Ohio. Okay, all right.
Yeah, it's Kent.
Yeah, if you just said Kent, that'd been giveaway, huh?
It would have been a giveaway. Yeah.
The thing I remember about Kent, I was pulling this up to look at this because I remember Kent State had that big shooting, that Vietnam War protest. That was back in 1970.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Unfortunately, infamous,
Yeah, the infamous massacre that took place there. 4 students were shot and killed. And a gentleman that lived here in town, his first name is Mike. I cannot remember Mike's last name. This is driving me crazy, but awesome gentleman. Mike Neal. Mike Neal, for years, was a principal and a superintendent in Grand Island. In fact, he was the superintendent when Grand Island had that horrible tornadoes that devastated that town back in the early, I think it was the early 80s.
Night of the Twisters.
Yeah, the Twisters that devastated Grand Island back in the early 80s, I believe it was. Mike Neal was the superintendent there, but he was also an educator at Kent State during that time. So the late Mike Neal, remember him sharing, so he was one of the ones that helped me get started in speaking as far as that goes. I went to a workshop he did, a Stephen Covey workshop years ago, and he was one of the ones, the late Mike Neal, helped me get started in the business. But anyway, thinking of Kent State, he was there during that, took place during that time. So,
have you been there before, AD?
I never been there. Never been there.
Yeah, it's very like it's It's powerful. It's crazy just to think that took place there. But we stopped there when we went up for the Hall of Fame one year. So
Nice. I got to get that on the list, man. Got to get on the list.
Did you tell your friends you were going out of town that time?
No.
Nick.
It was a surprise.
He knew the exact time to segue in that question. He knew it. He knew it. He gonna drop the mic. He dropped the headsets on that one. Dang.
Wow.
He just dropped the headsets on that one. He knew. I could hear it coming. I'm like, oh, here it comes.
Off the headphones. Wow.
Oh, Nick.
Send us to break.
I was in Seward all day looking for Nick. I never saw Nick pull up on a four-wheeler.
My family decided to take an Alaskan cruise, so the invite to Seward that has been there every year of my life was not extended this year. So, I had to do different plans this year. So
that's what happens when you become an adult.
You know what's crazy is Jack Russell, our good friend, texted me and said, "Hey, stop on by." Not once did Raff text me and say, "Hey, stop on by." Must not have been looking too hard if you didn't text me saying, "Hey, where are you at?"
I was waiting all day for you. I was like, "Where's Nick Sainert? I don't see him."
I was in O-Town, Omaha.
O-Town.
Folks, we'll be right back. We got some Husker football to discuss, recruiting, new coaches, etc. It's The Drive, 937 A Ticket.
This is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top-quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Right now at Planet Fitness, you can get everything you need for just $1 down. And I mean everything. Top-tier equipment? Check. 24-hour access? You bet. Free fitness training? Always. Workouts in the free PF app? What'd I tell you? Even super friendly team members.
Hey, welcome to Planet Fitness.
Oh, hey. I was just mentioning you.
Hey.
Join Planet Fitness today and get everything you need for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Thursday, July 18th. See Home Club for details.
All right, it's time for Final Jeopardy. It's been a tight contest today that all comes down to this final question. No summer picnic or family get-together or trip to the lake is complete without this particular item. Let's go first to Bob.
What is beer?
No, that's not it. Think about the kids. Over to you, Farley.
What is corn on the cob?
Tough to grill that on a boat. Wrong again. Grace, this time for the win.
What is Bure's cheese spread?
We have a winner! Bure's cheese spread, available in most local grocers in Nebraska.
Do you need your event or venue secured? Call Tank Security Team. Tank Security Team is Lincoln's #1 non-lethal security company. Tank Security Team offers first-class security with efficient and quicker response times. Hire Tank Security Team. No hassle, no headaches. Call Tank at 402-310-3589 and get secured today. Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Old School with DP and J.
And Todd Bowles, I'm going to tell you this, DP, his voice does not match his body type.
That's what I'm saying. He's never, I don't know how you can be led by Todd Bowles' voice.
That's a fireable offense anyway.
Like his facial expression is top notch. Then his voice, because it's literally, you're there expecting, it's like Mike Tyson.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska East sports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back on Monday. Routine Monday. AG and Raff, are you guys still tired, man?
Yes.
No, a little bit.
You got a lot of jet lag, Raff?
No, I have a boxer that decided that she wanted the entire bed last night. So,
oh wow,
yeah, I know the life, Raff. I have two full-grown English masters. They're about 200 pounds apiece.
AG?
Yeah,
how much do they weigh?
The oldest Apollo, he's about 205, 210. He's about my weight.
Wow.
Yeah, he's the weight is just as much as I do. And then Ace, who's the the younger one, he's 4. He's about 195, 200.
Oh, you got two grown folks living there.
Yeah, exactly. I got grown, you know what, men living, and they be trying to take over. They be trying to take over my bed too. I come in the bed a little late. I come in the room. I'm like, get out, get out, get out the bed.
AG, why have we not seen like pictures or known about these?
I'll show you pictures.
You got to text us, man.
I'll text you right now.
Just have them come
Bring them in right now.
It just never come up in the conversation, right? So now it did. So that's why I brought it up.
have them jog in the room. See if they want to join the show.
They have been on camera before. They have, like, Ace has been back here right now.
Really?
Yeah, a few times over the. Y'all, I don't think y'all mentioned seen them, but they were back there.
Man, I would see R2 and C3PO, but I've never seen a 210-pound
well,
mastiff.
too, I'm upstairs, so they don't travel the stairs a whole lot, and I lock them out because they slobber everywhere. They bring in mud and I got white carpet in where I'm at, so they bring in mud from the rain day. Like today is rainy, so I'm like, they can't come in here. So that's another reason they might not have been in here a whole lot. So there you go.
Gotcha.
But great dogs. They love my granddaughter. They basically protect her. Those are her 2 bodyguards. And everybody in our neighborhood, from I say more of the delivery men, so Amazon, UPS, the mailman, they like, hey bro, what's up with your dogs? Why they so big? I'm like, so we don't have no problems, right? That's why they so big. I was like, that's why they full grown adults. It's me walking around on 4 legs, just keep it.
Them dogs.
I'll get some pictures sent to y'all.
You got to send it to group text, man. I know when they bark, it's like Barry White.
Oh yeah. On the outside, I remember one time, the delivery guy, poor guy, the door wasn't even open. It was locked. He could hear the barking. He backed away from the door a good 10 feet and then put the package down. It said, then I came out. I was like, you good? He said, man, what you got in there? I got 2 English mouths. He said, man, I didn't know what was going on. He said, I had to back up off the door. I thought they coming through the door. I'm like, no, they good. I said, that's like, yeah, be smart. Yeah, you can't come up here. Second think about coming in our address. Knocking down the door. So there you go.
Well, we got, he's got his bodyguards there. Bodyguards.
Yes, sir.
Well, folks, in Nebraska football news, it is no secret that Evan Cooper resigned on Friday as defensive backs coach. Details were personal, which we're going to keep it personal because that's all we know as far as that goes.
So I'm in no spot to speak on anything.
So when a few people on the text line have says, let us know the deal, what's really going on, did this happen or that happen? I think when you start getting into innuendos and speculation, you become TMZ. You become a different network, and TMZ has their niche. We have our niche. Our niche is report what the university put out, what we've heard, personal. Regardless, Evan Cooper is gone. Now, you guys, on recruiting, how big is this as far as recruiting, though? Or will it be a factor?
I would say it's sort of big because whatever kids he's talked to, he has conversation with on his recruiting list, and especially the DBs in the room for that he played or he coached for this past year. It's going to be a little letdown, obviously. Unfortunately, you establish that connection with those players. As players is going to establish that connection with you as a coach too. And now they probably know more than we do in terms of why he's gone. So they kind of appreciate his time there, and then whatever he had to do personally are definitely sending him off on a good note. But from our point of view, is just that there's going to be a reintroduction of the new head coach John coming in, and what his philosophy is, what his style of coaching is, and how he gets connected with the new players. So you're going to have that little lull. We got 3 weeks left of July, so that gives them time. Hopefully, then this next 3 weeks, which I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is non-contact time for college coaches to the players. So really can't really get connected until training camp for John that's coming in from Buffalo.
Yep. Raff, you look at about the guys that appeared on the radar, the guys that Nebraska, no one had. I'm not saying no one knew about a lot of your top schools, and how Evan had a unique ability to find those diamonds in the rough. You are going to miss that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Rule, he had complimented him on several occasions about, just the way he finds people, and he watches the tape late nights and stuff like that. But with that, it's finished. He's moved on, and now we've got to look forward. And I've been reading a lot on John Butler. I'll tell you what, he's got an impressive resume, and he's been around, and he's coached a lot of great players. And I'm excited to see what he brings to Nebraska. If you get a chance, The Athletic back on February 20th, there's a really great story by Tim Graham, and just it talks a lot. It's completely on John Butler, and it's a great story. And if you're a Nebraska football fan and want to learn more about John Butler, you definitely want to give that a read.
I would say this, guys. The evaluator piece is, I think, where Nebraska's going to be missing out the most on the evaluator piece. They really were proud of themselves, and rightfully so, for offering Jalen Lloyd a scholarship, right? Like that was the most notable one that this staff came in. Evan Cooper, per Matt Rule, Evan Cooper identified Jalen Lloyd as somebody that they needed to go get. And they did so. Remember, Jalen Lloyd didn't have a Nebraska football offer. He only had a Nebraska track offer at that time. So I think when you talk about the evaluator piece, maybe that's the more notable piece that's going to be, moving on from Nebraska football. However, from the defensive backs, and we want to know, how are they going to move forward with this? You look at that room, and frankly, guys, I think they're going to be okay. They're relatively experienced. You have multiple upperclassmen. Deshaun Singleton comes back for another year. Marquise Buford Jr.
Tommy Hill, Isaac Gifford.
He's a junior. Tommy Hill's a senior. Malcolm Hartzog is in his third year with the program. Isaac Gifford is back. Like, you talk about a room where it's pretty experienced. And frankly, you look at anywhere on that defensive side of the ball, and you could say the same thing about any position coach. If this was secondary, if this was defensive line, whatever it may be, I think it's important to nothing changes in terms of the defense. It's not a change in defensive scheme. It's just a change in who's going to be doing the leading at your position group. But ultimately, they're going to still need guys to step up, whether Evan Cooper's the coach or whether John Butler's the defensive backs coach. You need Isaac Gifford. You need Malcolm Hartzog. You need Deshaun Singleton to step up and be leaders in their own right. So while they go through this transition period, it is somewhat, I think it needs to be comforting for Nebraska fans that you still have familiar faces in that room.
You look at Nick, you're spot on. You look at John Butler's background, his resume. He was with the Texans from 14 to 17, the Bills from 2018 to 2013. Deal's not done yet, from what we understand. That could be announced any day now. Had career stints. So think about this. He was at, Penn State during the whole Sandusky deal. That whole transition. Those guys still managed to get out 7 wins under his tutelage, of course, during that time. There's also a prior connection. Butler, he coached current Husker general manager Sean Patton at Catholic University in 95, 96. And
I would also say this. I think, sorry to interrupt you, AD. I think that it's clear that if John Butler is the guy, then there's aspirations there to be defensive coordinator. I know it's already been talked about and speculated on, and maybe this could be Nebraska's next defensive coordinator if Tony White needs to leave, decides to leave for a head coaching job. I think it's really interesting. I think, like, to the article's point that Raff talked about with Buffalo, he and Sean McDermott went to high school together. Like, that was a notable departure from his staff that not a lot of people, I think, are realizing, is that he and Sean McDermott went way back. So when McDermott ended up going with a different defensive coordinator, I think John Butler felt a little slighted by that and just decided to leave. That's why he didn't get fired. They just kind of decided to part ways and move on from one another.
And that had to be tough for both parties.
I'm sure it did, but you also heard the way that, guys talked about him in that article. And there's positives and negatives. I think part of that, you could look at that and say, okay, well, stubborn, I understanding it's that balance of you want to move your personal career, but you want to do what's best for an organization or a team, and for relationships at the end of it. I think it was really funny, though, guys. It kind of put into perspective. We got to remember that up until 3 years ago, this staff didn't have much connection to Nebraska.
No.
And I think this was really a notable hire. And what I mean by that is, as soon as the Evan Cooper news surfaced, there was a lot of names that were thrown out. There was a lot of just names that were thrown out. I think I specifically realized that it doesn't always have to be a Nebraska connection.
No.
And like, this is not me trying to go after anybody that wanted the job or was recommending anybody for the job. That's not what I'm saying at or getting at all. What I'm meaning is that we need to open up the idea of Matt Rule prior to him coming here didn't have much connection in Nebraska. This is not a former player who's leading the program and is hiring just former teammates. Like, that's not what this is. And so the ability for Nebraska to go out and hire maybe names we don't hear about, it can actually be a good thing.
Well, look, I think it could be a good thing. Not only that, I think the reason why I'm not going to make a blanket statement and say all Nebraska fans, but some, because historically that's how it was for Nebraska.
And it's okay.
Yeah. It's okay. It's the fruit of the success we've had so many years under Coach Osborne.
Absolutely.
Where there were Nebraska guys, there was Solich, obviously, Frost.
Yes.
And we've seen that picture, that narrative so many times. It's okay for someone not to be a Nebraska connection.
I think a lot of people are thinking or are starting to come around to the fact that it doesn't have to be a Nebraska connection to have it be successful. It certainly can work.
Yeah.
It certainly can. It did.
Yep.
But it also doesn't have to be. I think there's multiple ways that if it's done correctly, there's no universal, it has to be this way. It has to be run this way. This is who has to be in the building. I think it's a lot of fit and relationships. Yeah. And from what I've asked a couple of folks that are much more knowledgeable on the situation, this dude's a football dude. This guy is a football
huge
guy.
Yep.
And I've also heard that he does not take any bleep.
No, he does not. No nonsense.
It is a no nonsense type of thing. That's what Husker fans want, right? That you don't want to have to deal with the foo-foo, soft kids nowadays, that narrative. Well, that's what you got, it sounds like.
Yeah. And to your point, Nick, is when you have somebody that's, like you mentioned, not part of the program or wasn't a former player, you just got to make sure you come in. Obviously y'all mentioned and agreed with, and I agree as well, be a football guy, football, be a player's coach, but then understand the culture, because this is college football. And it's all about tradition and culture at every college football place that a coach goes that was not there as a player or a student. So you go to, this is anywhere, Bama, Ohio State, USC, Washington, wherever, any big name school that has tradition, learn the tradition, learn the high schools in the state that they pluck kids out of every year, find those pipelines, reconnect the pipelines if they've been disconnected. So do your homework as somebody coming in as a foreigner to the program. So
that is,
when you do that, then you what Matt Rule has done and his staff has done, they've done that. They learned the culture. They talked to Coach Osborne. They asked him questions. They brought in, when Coach Solis came in here a few months ago, I'm pretty sure he sat down with Coach Solis and asked him some questions and picked his brain. He's picked my brain. He's talked to other players as well. So you do that, then you're really solidifying your place. And that's why we're seeing what we're seeing with recruiting now, because it's kind of back to old head of how Coach Osborne and that staff used to recruit when we were playing AD, and when players were, it was a no-brainer if you're from any Omaha or any Lincoln or any Nebraska school, high school, and you were All-American or All-State, you were coming to Lincoln. You're going to be that first, person to grab the scholarship and be ready to go come training camp.
Guys, couldn't you argue that might be one of the biggest differences between the NFL and college game? Is the tradition piece of it? Like
100%.
The piece that you just mentioned and kind of alluded to, Ahman, is like, that is the biggest question in my mind about this, right? Is how long and is the transition from coaching in the NFL to college football? Can you make it as seamless as possible? What I mean by that, quarterback run game is more prevalent in the college game, and that certainly plays a factor when you're talking about defensive backs. And like the formations, the sets, those things are a little bit different in the college game than maybe in the professional game. And then on top of that, like you mentioned, you're in charge of recruiting. You're in charge of evaluating, identifying talent. But I think also he has coached in college. It's just been a couple of years. When, like AD said, DC.
And I think he's going to have an advantage too, recruiting. That he can be like, hey, I've coached Tre'Davious White. I've coached, Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde. And I've had one of the top defensive backfields the past 6 years in the NFL. So that he brings that. But the key thing at the end of the day for me was I wanted him to not only gel with the head coach, but gel with the coaching staff. So Coach Rule must have seen, that he will be able to do that, and that's why it was such a quick selection.
Raff, I think you're spot on. I want to come back to this when we get back from break because there's a few more things I want to discuss and dive into this. Cole Lim who hung on. He got a pretty cool text that I think was spot on as well that we're reading. When we come back, folks, we'll talk more on this. It's The Drive. It's Monday. Get back in routine Monday. We'll be back, folks. 9.7 ticket.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
Become part of the Landmark difference today. Landmark Implement, your John Deere dealer, is currently hiring in our parts departments. As a member of our team, you'll assist customers in finding the right parts for their equipment, manage inventory, and collaborate with sales and service. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you at our dealership. Apply today and grow your career with Landmark Implement, where your skills make a difference in the ag community every day. See full details online at landmark.careers.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
Tune in to the Teammates Mentoring Hour each Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket. Hear stories from a program started by Tom and Nancy Osborne and how it's changed mentors and mentees' lives and how you can be involved. The Teammates Mentoring Hour, Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
This is Coach Bill Bush. You all know my passion for Nebraska. Having coached all over the country, I can honestly say there is no place like Nebraska. You know where there's also no place like? Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank has proudly served Nebraska for over 70 years, and they're located in 9 different communities. Midwest Bank is ready, willing, and able to meet all your personal, business, and agriculture needs. Your community, your bank, and mine, Midwest Bank. Find out more at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies and light winds. An afternoon high around 84. Tonight, mostly clear with calm conditions and a low around 62. And tomorrow, more sunshine and calm winds with an afternoon high expected around 87. Meteorologist Kyle Click for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Play ball! Looking for the ultimate changeup from the typical family night? How about a Grand Slam good time with friends and coworkers? Then unleash the fun at Haymarket Park with an action-packed, thrilling season of Salt Dogs baseball. Choose from 50 home games now through August with daily and weekly specials your whole pack can enjoy, including group discounts. Don't miss out on the magic and the excitement. Strike three, you're out! Visit saltdogs.com to reserve your tickets today. Unleash the fun.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Yeah, la, la. We are back, folks. It's The Drive. Again, we're talking about John Butler unofficially being named the defensive backs coach of Nebraska. That is unofficial at this point because nothing has been announced from the department as of now. But all signs are pointing towards that way. Cole Lim, good morning to you, brother. You said, I think Frost era changed a lot of people's minds on the Nebraska connection route. Before then, the outsiders like Callahan, Riley didn't work, and people people wanted the Nebraska connection because it worked in the past. Scott Failing proved it doesn't matter. We just want winners. And Cole, I can't agree with you more on that. We just want to win. Be relevant again as far as that goes. You guys, another interesting point I had wanted to share with you guys is that John Butler also has Big Ten experience. He was Minnesota special teams and linebackers coach from 2007 and to 2010. So he knows the lay of the land. Obviously, the Big Ten has changed dramatically in the past 14 years since he was there. But football is football when it comes down to it. AG and Raff, let me ask you both this. From all what we've heard so far from folks that we know, me and Nick kind of sharing off words and people we have heard from, he is a very no-nonsense guy. I mean, like, no nonsense. It's football. It's football. It's football when it's time to do football. When it's not football, you better be thinking about football and football for football. Let me ask you guys this. Being a guy who's had such an extensive time in the pros, wouldn't you think those guys would want to just be sponges from him?
100%. I mean, he's coming from a defensive backfield. I'm looking at the stats. Raff already mentioned some of what Buffalo has done over the last couple of years, but you break it down. You got Roswell Douglas comes in, gets 4 picks. Then a guy I know very well, I know him, and Micah Hyrell. He was also Packers as well, 2 picks. So you have the defensive backfield. I think of the 17 picks, has 8 of them. So he gets in and makes sure the guys who are on the back end of that defense, they know their play. They know their game play. They know where they need to be. They're physical. They come and bring contact to the ball. I don't care if it's I've seen those guys play. Running backs, doesn't matter the size or the pedigree, they're going to come and bring it to them. And so having that mindset for the players that are in that room, Malcolm, Hartech, those guys understand that what they got to do. And hopefully it shouldn't be hopefully there's no resistance. There's no disgruntledness between anybody, getting him into the fix in terms of the coach, in terms of John. So,
Raff, what's your thoughts on it, brother?
Oh, I go back again. I think connections are key. I was just thinking about this. Tony White, he was at Syracuse, which is, the vicinity to Buffalo. So I'm guessing they probably have had discussions. They've talked some football. So you're trying to find where those connections are, because being, 3 weeks before practice starts, you want the staff to gel. You want the team to gel, but you always talk about teams gelling to be successful. Well, you need your coaching staff to gel and be successful. And so I'm right now, I'm trying to find those connections and see, where they've intersected and how this plays out. Because I'm excited to see his mixture of coaching with Coach White's mixture, just some schemes that, you might see some new schemes this year that you did not see last year. So being that, he is the football guy that he is.
There is going between those two right there, between White and Butler, there is a lot of football knowledge in one building. And I mean a lot. You look at Coach White, that's one that's that was considered. We know for a fact that, White was considered for head coaching jobs and will be again. I mean, that's just reality. Will be again. Butler wanted to be a coordinator in some capacity. That could be an easy segue if something happens with White during this next offseason. Obviously, this is all speculation. We know none of that stuff right now. Right now, all we know is that potentially Butler is that guy. All signs are pointing towards that way, but until it's officially announced, we'll know officially at that point. But looking at his resume, I'm very impressed with it. Again, just his body of work and the number of places he's been at, in particular, understanding the Big Ten, understanding how it works. Obviously, again, it's changed since we got how many teams now in the Big Ten? 18 teams in the Big Ten now. When we got there, was it 12 of us or 14? In 2010,
there was
12 or 14
somewhere. Yeah, Nebraska, I believe, was the
because Missouri was trying to sneak in there as well.
Nebraska was the 12th or 13th member. It would have been 12th member. So because they added Penn State a couple of years before Nebraska, and then years before Nebraska, and then Maryland and Rutgers came over from the ACC and American after that.
So you're talking about a very prestigious conference. First of all, the lights are not going to be too bright for Butler with this situation. I'll tell you that right now. He, like I said, his body of work will speak for that for itself. And you know what, you guys, even just going over social media. In fact, Raff, a buddy of mine was teasing me. He goes, dude, you haven't tweeted since like 2019 AD. I think you probably put something out there. I just don't. But looking at some of the guys, the players, because you always kind of want to know the temperature of what's going on from the outside, if you would. You hear things on the inside as well. But it seems like, those guys, the defense backs are like, look, next man up, dude.
Yeah.
They're not phased. Because, think about this. They've been there before. They've seen the entire coaching staff be replaced before.
Yeah, like I said, the experience, you hope that pays dividends when it all matters most. Because also, I mean, we have the whole thing of like on the field, it's got to be a player-driven team, player-led team, and player-led experience. So I think when you have guys like Isaac Gifford and Deshaun Singleton and Marquise Buford Jr. and Malcolm Hartzog, who's been here a couple of years, I feel like I'm missing another, and Tommy Hill as well. So I think when you look at those guys, you hope that there's not a dramatic drop off just because there's a new voice in the room.
Absolutely. Well, folks, we're going to take our last quick break. We'll come back with the RGT and a close for the day on this Get Back on Routine Monday. AG's in Houston, Ravs, and down in Bama. Me, Nick, and Sarah here holding here at the mothership. It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in July. Try any of their delicious breakfast burritos or sandwiches for a great summer breakfast with the family. And don't forget, 10% of all caramel latte sales go to the Pediatric Cancer Action Network. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Soulful Casino in Havelock is a family-owned business, providing incredible food and service that'll have you craving more with every bite. Soulful Casino offers everything from pulled pork to fried chicken, catfish, ribs, and even quesadillas. You want sides? They've got them. From fries, green beans and baked beans, to collard greens, potato salad, and sweet dill corn. Stop by for lunch as they have specials Tuesday through Friday from 11 to 2 p.m. That's Soulful Casino, located in Havelock, where every bite you take fills the soul.
Do you need your event or venue secured? Call Tank Security Team. Tank Security Team is Lincoln's #1 non-lethal security company. Tank Security Team offers first-class security with efficient and quicker response times. Hire Tank Security Team. No hassle, no headaches. Call Tank at 402-310-3589 and get secured today. Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
The birds are singing, but the bells are ringing. Not a cloud in the sky, but the Yuletide is high.
Santa's back in action for the biggest event of the season at Schaefer's. His sleigh is loaded with savings and free delivery on purchases $7.99 and up. Hurry in. The first 500 customers get an exclusive gift from Santa with their purchase during Schaefer's Original
Christmas in July.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street.
By now, most of you know how important the Honda of Lincoln sales and service team are to the Lincoln market. Hello, Charlie Stone here, and joining me is Andy Goodyear from Honda of Lincoln to tell you about the great news they just received. Andy, please tell us all about it.
Each year, the Lincoln Journal-Star has an award program called the Lincoln Choice Award, where the customers in Lincoln get to choose the best places to do business. Great pleasure I get to announce that Honda of Lincoln has won the award for buying new cars, used cars, automotive repair, and even oil changes.
That is amazing, Andy. Any more good news?
Yes, there is, Charlie. We now have more than 100 new Hondas in stock, with hundreds on the way, and a huge selection of all makes and models on our pre-owned lot.
Incredible. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Play ball! Looking for the ultimate change-up from the typical family night? How about a Grand Slam good time with friends and coworkers? Then unleash the fun at Haymarket Park with an action-packed, thrilling season of Salt Dogs baseball. Choose from 50 home games now through August with daily and weekly specials your whole pack can enjoy, including group discounts. Don't miss out on the magic and the excitement.
Strike 3, you're out!
Visit saltdogs.com to reserve your tickets today. Unleash the fun.
On the block with Strick and Austin.
There's that pit in my stomach. I hope that knot gets untangled and untied so that the Royals can be in contention for the playoffs come late August into September. I'm not holding my breath for it, but before I freak out and lose my mind about how bad things are right now, I'm going to choose to look back at last year and remember how bad 56 and 106 felt.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we're back for the last quick segment on this Monday, first week back after the holiday festivities, which we all hope you had a great time with your friends, family, and loved ones. You heard from AG, you heard from Raff, myself, and Nick. Raff, what do you got as far as the RGT, my man?
All right, before that, I just got to let everyone know that this segment is proudly sponsored by Florial's Italian Restaurant and Grill, just south of Lincoln Southwest High School on 14th and Pine Lake Road. Florial's Italian Restaurant provides a cozy, family-friendly setting where good food and good company come together. All you got to do is visit florialsne.com or call 402-423-5576 to make reservations or place takeout orders. And now for Raff's Good Take, proudly sponsored by Cigars Lounge. Cigars Lounge is at 800 Q Street. You can go in there between 12 and 5 any day of the week. Just let them know that you heard us on 93.7 The Ticket, The Drive, and you can get 15% off all your orders there. Today's Raff's Good Take goes out to a friend of mine in Blaine, Minnesota. His name is Brian Lund. Brian Lund is just an amazing dude. Consider him an amazing friend, great husband, great father. Just one of those people that you want to know, just always making the world a better place. I just wanted to wish him a very happy birthday and let him know that he is Raff's Good Take. And I just appreciate his friendship and just everything that he stands for. He is just a top-notch person, top-notch individual. So happy birthday, Brian. You're Raff's Good Take.
Happy birthday to Brian, man. The AD Attitude Adjustment is sponsored by Integrated Life Choices. ILC is hiring for direct support professionals all over the state of Nebraska. Full-time, part-time days, evenings, and weekends. Help ensure a meaningful life for the people you support and helping to achieve their hopes and dreams. Apply at ilc.net/careers. You know, guys, something my father always said, and I think the older I'm getting, I was, Raff at my place, just sitting on the deck with you and Tracy and my brothers and my nieces and nephews and great nieces and great nephews and friends that came by and family, etc. It just reminded me, my father would always say, there's an old passage in scripture said, in order to have friends, one must first show himself friendly. And it makes a lot of sense. If you want to have amazing friends, you must be an amazing friend yourself, folks. Friendships and relationships, do not take them for granted because they are rare. They are very rare. Raff and AG have been with me through some very tough times in my life. And I can't too much appreciate both of you brothers and all my close friends, because I have a very small circle. Raff has a small circle. AG has a small circle. We have small circles for a reason, because those people that are in that circle have proved themselves friendly and circle worthy as far as that goes. So if you want to have friends, you must first show yourself friendly. AG, take us home, my man.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out again to my daughter, I say the second youngest of my 4 girls and 5 kids total. Aaliyah, she is 25 today, and I hope she has a great day. I know she probably has it's a Monday, so it's most likely a work day. And to her, so love her, and hope everything goes well on your birthday today. And then at the end of this week, we have our first official esports camp going on here for Nebraska esports. It's ages 11 to 18. Nice. It's on Friday, July 11th from 1 to 4 p.m. It's going to be all in one day, 3-hour camp. Gamers will run through a mouse control session, learn new skills through team building games, receive coaching by myself and my assistant, Coach Tan, and some of my players. And we'll be playing a variety of games, and we'll have a fly a drone on our indoor skate park. So we're partnering with the Bay. The Bay address.
You bet.
Yeah, the Bay address is 2005 Y Street, Lincoln, Nebraska. So right there on the east side of campus. And yeah, we'll be having a drone flying and a little bit of learning there as well. So hitting all the areas there.
Do you got something on your socials about it too, AG?
I will this week, and I have registration I'm gonna put out as well.
That sounds great. Folks, we will see you tomorrow. Up next is the Captain Show. Thanks for riding with us. We'll see you tomorrow.
Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how